Good afternoon, or good morning, or good evening, depending on the time you are watching the video. This is our video 12, Easter 231. Today we are going to superposition theorem. Like I said, you are going to learn 6 methods. You are going to learn 6 methods. You have learned 2 already in the previous video. This is the 3rd method. We call it superposition theorem. Let's go to the screen. When you go to your book, around page 96, page 75 in the book, but on the PDF, page 96, you scroll down, you see the theorem. You are expected to be able to state the theorem. You should be able to state the theorem. It can be hard state superposition theorem. In this, you are being told that superposition theorem states that in any network containing more than one source, the current in or the PD across any branch can be found by considering each source separately and adding their effects. Omitted sources of EMF are replaced by the resistances equal to their internal resistances. This sounds very complicated, but it's really quite simple when demonstrated by example. Example 4.3 illustrates the manner in which example 4.7 will be solved by means of superposition theorem. Now let's return to the board. Superposition theorem. What superposition theorem is teaching us is that when 3 ladies are fetching water, and if the 3 of them should pour the water they fetch into the same bucket, the total quantity of water in the bucket is going to be the same, whether the 3 ladies pour the water individually or they pour it at the same time. The quantity inside the bucket will be the same. Scenario 1 is that the 3 of them, they arrived and they all pour the water at the same time into the bucket. Measure the quantity. Scenario 2 is that they are not doing it at the same time, but the same what they fetch. The first one will pour, the second one will pour, the third one will pour. We are saying under the 2 scenarios, the quantity of water in the bucket is going to be the same, because the same thing that they have fetched. So when you have 2 or more sources, the current they will produce in this 5 ohm can be calculated in 2 ways. Either put the 2 of them in the network, calculate the current here. Let's say you get B ampere. The other alternative is that let each of them work alone separately. Let the first source, let's see what it will produce here. The second source, let's see what it will produce here, working alone. The theorem, superposition theorem, is telling you that the total current here, whether they work together or they work separately, will be the same. So in this method, what we do is that in this case, this is our circuit that we are using to test the 6 methods. We have 3 sources, 9 volts, 5 ampere, 7 volts.